G'day and welcome back for more Escape Unlikely, and it's never looked as likely as it does right now.
It does?
Well, yeah, we're on our way to the research station so that we can get the parts to fit out your rover so that it can get to space.
I don't know, I feel like we're more likely on the road to some kind of horrible traffic accident.
Nah, pick up speed. I'll keep pace. I'm not hopping around like crazy this time, so it should be fine.
Yeah, for now.
Stop turning away from me.
Alright, fine, I'll just drive in a straight line. And when you inevitably crash into me and destroy us both...
Or crash into that boulder that's right in front of me.
I will blame you.
It's okay. Trust me, trust me, trust me. See? It's all good.
Ooh.
Where are we going? Oh, that way. Yeah, we're good.
We're headed
13
to the
kilometers.
experiment site, right?
Yep. So, have you had any thoughts about where you're going to put some fuel tanks and the big thrusters on?
No. Probably on the back somewhere.
Does it need to be on the back?
Well, that's where I got lots of open space.
Or what about the Capac?
Huh?
It needs to go with you, doesn't it?
I don't know, does it?
Doesn't it? I kind of had a bit of a dream. If we manage to get back to our other technology, we might be able to put shields on them. Shielded Trons. I reckon that'd be pretty epic.
Interesting. I was thinking about leaving him behind to be my representative here on Mars.
Yeah. That seems a bit boring, but okay. Fair enough.
Well, somebody's got to manage all our assets while we're gone.
You mean like Steve's doing up in space?
Yeah.
Or we assume Steve is doing?
I'm sure if he was having any problems, he would have told us.
Yes, because we've clearly gotten communication from everything other than... Ooh, that is a boulder between us.
Sure is.
That was perfectly placed.
Maybe it was intentionally placed.
Maybe it was. It's trying to drive a wedge between us.
And Martian gremlins.
Watch out for the one on your right. Fine if I start doing this.
Well, that's up to you. I told you I was just going to drive in a straight line. And that is what I've been doing.
Good. I can get a cool screenshot. Cool picture.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Whoa. Don't cook me with your thrusters.
Oh man. I had no choice. I couldn't. Oh, I overcorrected and I ended up crossing your path. My only choice was to go faster than you to get out of your way. Hey, it looks kind of cool from in here, driving from first person.
Oh.
Looking over at you.
Oh.
Whoa! You got some air. Watch out for the boulder in front of you.
Whoa. Jeez.
Alrighty, you need to not park at the top of the crater ridge this time, because I'm going to need to be able to manipulate cranes and stuff around your vehicle. So if you stop somewhere around here that's relatively level that I can navigate around you, and then I'll bring this rover up closer to you. And maybe this area here is not too bad. Now, I'm just going to go down and inspect the wrecked ship again, because I want to check how many thrusters it actually has.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you can come with, or...
Alright, coming with.
Alright. What is with your suit?
Huh?
Why are you dressed as a chef? Or a prisoner? Or a cricketer?
Oh, I was thinking about doing some cooking. Maybe some tacos. And burritos.
Huh. Alrighty. Wrecked ship over this
Alright, so what's the plan?
So the plan...
We were going to sit here and watch TV with these fellas.
No.
Watch some Firefly.
We have two large hydrogen thrusters that we can strap onto your rover. We have 4... 7...
Whoa. This is not normal.
10... 11, 12,
These
13...
balls are covered in grass.
We got 13, at least 13 small thrusters as well.
Okay, so how are we going to get them up to the surface?
That is where a mining rig comes in.
Oh.
I was going to drill down to here and then hopefully have a pathway that's drivable so that we can drive the parts out on my crane.
Okay.
So you just need to remember the size of these thrusters, because you won't be able to place them. The size of these big thrusters, because you're going to need to have both of them on your ship.
Well, they're 9 by 9.
You mean 3 by 3?
Yeah, that. they're 9 blocks per face.
Yes.
So what, we need to make like a GPS down here that we're going to drill down to?
Yep, already done.
Oh.
And I'm going back to the surface now.
We're on the wrong side of the crater, aren't we?
Yes and no.
What? That's a binary answer. It either is or it isn't.
We're on the wrong side for certain things and not so much for other things.
What was I? Oh, right. Wait, I'm not going to your vehicle. I'll never find the med bay. Right, so are we going to stay here or are we going to drive closer?
We could... Oh, well, I just took the crane off, but yeah, we could drive around the other side if you want to.
Oh, I don't know. You're...
Actually, just stay here for now. If we can, we'll move around once I've built the mining rig, because that's what I'm going to work on now. Of course. As soon as I set up a time-lapse camera, the first thing you do is shoot things.
Oh, the sky. What the... Oh... What did you just do? No, don't! Betrayal! Look, now you gotta drive all the way back to Mickey's scrap to cash this stuff in.
No, I don't. And even if I had to, it would be worth it. That's fun.
Blair. Alright, I'm gonna start stripping this thing back and getting it ready to modify.
Alright, it should keep the wheels.
Keeping wheels, okay.
Yes, it needs to still be able to drive itself, because I would like to drive us as far up Olympus Mons as we can get before we launch.
I don't know if this thing can get up to the top of the mountain. As it is, let alone with a bunch of rocket stuff.
You mean rockets that'll push it up the mountain?
Well, I'm designing it to get to space, not to blast up the side of a mountain extreme four-wheel drive style.
Okay. Can it do both?
I don't know, we'll see.
Maybe that's the smarter way to go. I was going to build a whole new vehicle, but maybe I just turned this thing into the drill rig for itself. There we go. This drill rig should do the trick.
Right.
I'm just outside your truck.
Oh. Wait. Don't you have to drill down?
Yes.
Sure.
The drills remove a sphere of stuff in their area. Because it's a sphere, the drills don't need to be pointing toward the ground. They just need to be able to be lowered close enough to the ground. Okay, so if I'm going to drill down with this thing, I guess I should probably start a fair way away so that I can get a nice smooth ramp.
Oh, are you going to do some sick jumps?
No. My plan will be to drive this basically straight forward toward the MRE site and just gradually get deeper and deeper.
Okay.
So hopefully I'm left with a relatively smooth and not too steep path to get down there. The way I've got this drill rig working is using pistons, and the reason I can use the pistons is because drills remove a sphere of volume. So you don't actually need to have the drills pointed at the ground whatsoever. You can just have them parallel to the ground, and pistons tend to be a much easier way to get fine control and stable control over the drills. That's why for rovered drill rigs, I would always go for pistons over rotors. Plus, advanced rotors, they're quite large. So if you were going to make this to be something that would actually collect material rather than what I'm doing, which is, it is literally just a tunnel boring machine where I'm using right click to remove all the stuff, it allows you to move the materials through the drilling apparatus much more easily. And then to adjust my pitch, all I need to do is drop the height a little bit. I'm controlling the maximum, I'm controlling the minimum extension, and then I can just adjust that, and that'll adjust where it's going to rest itself. And using the artificial horizon to the right of my hotbar to ensure that I'm not going too far off from level. I want to go down a bit because I need to go down deep to get to the MRE experiment site, but I want to keep this relatively level, even though I probably don't need to since I've driven it up and down a mountain with a giant storage container on top. Haven't we, Capac?
More or less.
I suppose jumped it off rather than drove it down, I guess. While this is a very slow way of doing things, I think it should be quite effective. Oh, interesting. I think I hit the... I think I hit the crater.
What?
I think I'm in the crater wall. I just hit open air.
Oh. Is there anything else I need in particular? I've got a reactor, I've got batteries, I've got a O2 H2 generator.
If you can figure out some places to put some weapons, that might not be a bad idea.
Weapon.
I probably should have just driven this thing into the crater and seen if I could get out with stuff on board. I fear I would have just tipped forward and crushed it, and if we destroy any of these thrusters, we are stuck because we can't make any new ones.
Well, we'll just have to make do with what we got.
Yeah, it just means we have to be really careful when we're moving them.
Doesn't that mean we should, like, weld them up first before we move them?
Yes.
They'll be stronger.
We'll need to bring down the stuff to build them, but then have to build them with a ship's welder. Because we can't hand weld them because we don't know what we're doing. Just gotta hope that the ship welders do. Something I wish I'd added to this drill rig.
Wings.
One rotor in the center so that I can twist it. Because once the vehicle gets a little bit sideways, there's not much I can do to correct it. So if I had a little twist, I could kind of twist the drill rig and correct the vehicle over time. And make small adjustments. Oh, I'm in! I see grass.
Do you see trees of green?
Red roses too?
Yes.
Don't see a lot, I'll be honest. I see grass though. Okay, where did I end up and how sideways am I? Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Should be able to build some sort of bridge, I guess.
So you're going to put another large cargo container on the back of that thing to carry stuff?
No.
That's a shame.
I'm going to be carrying the large thrusters on the back of that thing.
Can we paint them like disco balls?
You could. I don't think it'll have quite the same effect, but you certainly could. Alright. Attempt to turn around. It's a little too grippy on the ground. And I've got armor plate to drive on.
Groupies.
Grippy. Grip E. Don't have the angles of these wheels set up properly to turn around on a surface that has this high level of friction. Okay, let's get a taller ceiling, and I'm on my way back. And then you can come down and you can help me get the parts out.
So what have you got now? One of the thrusters?
No, I've got nothing. I'm clearing enough ceiling so that I've actually got enough roof space to get back with something. And I'm making sure I can drive back before I bring back something that if I blow up, is disastrous.
Ow.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
Running out of fuel.
Got too invested in your building, huh? Got to pay attention.
Ow.
Capac.
Yeah?
Could you do something to save my life?
What? Where's my...
Could you bring me an oxygen bottle, please?
What the... Probably not.
Why not?
Because I've got to recover my body from the labyrinth of your ship.
So I have 13 oxygen left.
It like fell through the deck and now I can't find it.
I don't have enough hydrogen to make it back to get the oxygen in time.
Alright, I'm coming.
So I'm coming back out right now.
I'm out of ice.
Am I? Because the big rover?
Don't know.
150 meters. I might actually make it out myself. I'm lucky. Come on. 7 oxygen. 70 meters. I'm free!
Yeah?
Made it out.
I can see your headlights. Well, I probably don't need all these bottles then.
I have 5 oxygen remaining and 14 hydrogen.
Looks like we don't have any gold!
What do we need gold for?
I'm just gonna make a gravity generator.
Oh. No, I am not at all surprised we do not have the necessary parts for that. Alright, Capac, what have you been doing?
Been building.
Okay. Where's the entrance to your rover? Oh. Sneaky.
You can't just leave the door open. All the air that I'm not generating will get out.
This is cozy now.
And yeah, you can head up here to the engineering section.
So what's gonna be up here?
Justice.
You know we're gonna have to use merge blocks to get the thrusters on, right?
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I was just figuring out where they were all gonna go.
Alrighty, do you wanna come down to the place with me and we'll grab one of the big thrusters or one of the little thrusters or a thruster?
Sure. I have to put all this stuff away.
Because if we can grab something now, we should be back by the time it goes daylight, which will be helpful because then we can see what we're doing. It's not it doesn't drill at the smoothest of surfaces, but it's still very drivable at low speed.
Looks like an esophagus.
I wonder if the roof's gonna be too low for one of the large thrusters. What do you think?
Judging by how high the disco ball was, I'd say yeah, probably.
Alright, so I may have to set up another drill rig so that we can clear out even more of the roof.
Wait. Couldn't we put a drill on the thruster and just drill it out as we come back?
Yeah, we could. We could rig up something that's the right shape of it.
Do you have a bunch of drill bits?
Yeah, that's what those 2 cargo containers are between the cockpits.
Ah.
They've got stuff for drill bits, they've got stuff for wind turbines so we can get some power down there and put some lights down.
You should have put some marker lights down here so you could see what you're doing.
I can see well enough.
You could have run straight off the cliff.
It's pretty cool how well this has worked though.
Be like one of those ski holiday horror stories. Oh, is it meant to be doing that?
No.
Ooh. Very fast. Going very fast.
Not really. Going like 17 meters a second.
Yeah, that's pretty fast. Especially when you're at the front of the vehicle.
We both are.
I can see something up ahead. Okay, where's a good source of grids and large tubes?
Grids? What do you want grids for?
To repair this thruster.
Oh, back at the ship.
I don't want to go all the way back there. Surely there's something on this wreck we could salvage. Oh, gyros. Those will have some large tubes.
Oh, there's plenty of large tubes around here. There just aren't many grids.
Oh. No, I can't repair it.
Yeah, we have to use a ship welder.
Well, does that mean we need like a flying machine?
No. If we can get power on that grid, we could just get it to do it. We could just attach something there.
Oh. Power on the grid. And, well, there's a reactor up here. But it's got power, because the landing gear is locked.
No, landing gear don't require power.
Oh. Reactor components. Don't suppose you got some on you.
No.
Motors, computers, and large steel tubules.
Wonder if this will work. Ooh. I got it some power.
That's what I was trying to do.
I gave it a wind turbine. Or you could finish off that welder I just did and put the parts that you want put into the thing into it. Just note the welder is on.
Of course it is.
Alright, needs another 53 grids and another 31 large steel tubes.
Well, it's got the tubes. Still needs 3.
3 grids.
Yep.
1 large thruster.
Okay, so now we've got to come up with some way to grab this thing.
Yep.
So I'm guessing I shouldn't just detach it.
You should not. You very much should not. We should figure out a way to gently lower it to the ground.
What if we put a parachute on it?
That's not gonna work in this environment, I suspect, because it is quite close to the ground.
Wait.
What?
How is a wind turbine working in a cave?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I do want the answer.
No, you don't want the answer.
Gremlins.
You do not want the answer that I would give you.
Knew it was gremlins.
Maybe I could get this crane up there and get it hooked on. Or maybe we could build a bit of a ramp to slide it down.
Yeah, ramp.
So it is a fair way up here. My worry is if we try and drive up there, we'll be able to get up there, but getting back down once we've hooked onto it will be the nightmare.
But if we got the ramp up to it and then just detached it and it sort of slides down.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of this hydrogen tank. I had a thought about how we could get the thruster somewhere more where we want it.
Super bouncy balls.
Yeah, I guess. But no. What I was thinking was our pistons mounted onto the ship that it's currently mounted onto, and then we push it downhill with those. So we sort of build a crane rig onto this ship.
Well, you're the master of cranes.
Yep. At least amongst the two of us.
What is this block? A timer block. How strange. So we gave up on the ramp idea, or should I keep building the ramp?
You can keep building the ramp, because it may still become necessary. This will get us some way. It's not going to get us all the way we need, but it'll give us some progress and maybe give us a clearer idea of where we need to go next to get this to work. Alright, landing gear is locked. It is holding on to the thruster. I am releasing the thruster. Thruster released. Thruster wobbling.
Okay. Now what?
Now I extend this piston. And I extend this piston. Once they're both fully extended.
We release the landing gear.
No.
Oh, it's above the ramp now.
We do this. And we lower it closer to the ramp. How close are we at that end?
Oh, sweet.
What? What's sweet?
The gravity generator in here has the components I need for my gravity generator.
Oh, nice. I didn't think I'd be able to build everything I needed to get this crane, to get this to where exactly I need it. But this has gotten us a decent amount of progress. I could probably hand it off on another another crane to get it the rest of the way. This kind of makes you appreciate the level of articulation in your own body, doesn't it?
What?
Things like this, where you're trying to figure out how to get stuff to turn in so many different ways. Makes you appreciate how complex your own arm is. Alright, I may need your assistance for extra visibility of what's going on now. Because I've got a lot of different articulations on this and I'm manually controlling them all, so I don't always have the best line of sight to what I'm doing. It's got...
This is one magnificent butt-kicking machine you've constructed.
It should be quite effective at being able to manipulate the thrusters into the positions we're wanting.
You have connected.
I have. Now I can disconnect over here.
Where are you gonna put this thruster?
Energy low.
It needs to get onto the truck, doesn't it?
But where are you gonna put it on the truck? On the rotor head?
It is safer to do that, I think. So what I was thinking of trying to do was seeing if we could manipulate it in such a way that either this bottom bit would go on it, but ideally the back plate would.
That's gonna mean flipping it over like 180 degrees.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that that will be a feasible option for now.
Well, actually, if you can maneuver it into place, we can make like a... Okay, yeah, okay.
Am I still clear?
Clear of what? Where?
The thruster is the main thing. If I don't damage the thruster...
Yeah, but if I don't know what direction you're trying to move it in, it's very hard to tell if it's clear.
I'm trying to move it roughly toward the rover.
Yeah, but along which axis? What are you trying to move at the
I'm
moment?
spinning the main thing. This is so much safer than trying to use any sort of more advanced controls when they're in my hands. If I bring this down... Oh, am I going to try and get it into position to be locked by that?
Well, if...
Oh, it's an alternative grabber so that I can pick it up and manipulate and re-grab.
With this one, you could... If you put it where this one can grab it, then you can rotate it if it's not in the position that you want.
Have we only got one axis of rotation with that, though?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry!
No, I'm just trying to get my head around how to use that to... Oh, wait, yeah.
Can't all be robo-scientists.
No, I think I know how... I wasn't meaning that. I was just meaning if I've only got one, I need to make sure I align this correctly so that it can take advantage of that one axis of rotation.
Yeah, that should do it.
Yeah. Because then when you grab it on the side, you'll be able to flip it up so that the thruster cone is pointing upwards. Alright, I'm going to swing this around the whole thing, around to its left. So that's towards your grabby.
Does this
here.
grid have power?
No. We'll need to get another turbine set up. Sweet! The crane transfer is working. Without power, the rotor just free spun.
Yep.
And now, we use the crane on here. Genius! We are geniuses.
Well,
Also,
I am.
Can you drive forward a little bit, since you're apparently in control? What was that?
Yeah, just one of those barricades.
When there's a giant rotor-mounted piston crane above my head, hearing that sound is terrifying. Capac?
Yeah.
A little help for a moment, please?
What have you done?
What I want you to... No, it's just so that things don't go horribly, horribly wrong. Can you hop in the yeah, hop in the No. Can you unlock the landing gear that you built?
Sure. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, I think it relocked.
You'll need to turn off auto lock.
Auto lock off. There we go. Unlock.
Okay, it seems to be holding. Good. Alright.
Is it holding or is it resting against the landing gear?
About to find out.
Ooh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What are you counting out?
These thrusters.
I think I counted 13 before.
There's 10 along the bottom.
Oh, okay, so there are more than that then.
We can get these ones from the bottom. That might be all we need.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we don't have to get all of them, do we? We just want the 2 big ones, to begin with.
Well, I've set up my design for 2 maneuvering thrusters each way, but we may be able to get these 10 from the bottom, like all in one piece.
Oh, take them out to the surface and then take them.
Yeah.
10 sounds like a lot to try and get on this little rover.
Well, we can break it up as we need to.
All right, you ready to watch this? Because I'm about to have to drop the thruster on this rig.
Yeah, I suppose you want me to get quite close.
I want you to get a good view. Yeah.
What the? Are these? Are these blocks across the top going to be in the way?
What blocks across what top?
The unbuilt ones.
Oh no! Remember, they were the ones that supported the container in place, so it should be the right height.
Alrighty.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, please work! Come on. Let's do it this way.
Right now, I stand back. Oh,
it's on.
Did you leave it spinning from last time?
Probably.
Oh man, that looks pretty sweet.
Doesn't it?
Alright, how do we activate it?
We would need some ice and an O2H2 gen, so we can't do that.
Alright, let's go.
We're going to need some drills on the front so that we make sure that we are drilling out space for it.
Oh,
Oh, jeez! Are you somehow still alive?
Yep.
Are you out of hydrogen?
Yep.
Okay, how much hydrogen do I have?
My recording just stopped.
No. Broken stopped? Because you ran out of hard drive space stopped?
Yeah.
Capac!
Well, this is a thing.
Oh, what I did to the thruster? Yeah. Kinda works.
I guess it would be the final insult to all these Martian jerks if we blinged our way out of here. Wait, is that the same orange as the tractor thing?
Yeah.
Looks like that schnapps with the gold flakes in it.
There we go.
Yeah. What the? Oh dear. Yeah, it looks like something out of the original Star Trek from the 60s.
What you doing?
So we don't accidentally smash it on a cave ceiling.
We'll smash those instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Spinning thruster. Return home time.
Ready when you are.
Oh, you're riding up there. Okay.
Yeah, you said you wanted me to keep an eye on the drills.
You're going to need to ride in first person then, because you're going to flick in and out of view really badly.
Okay.
Looks like we're okay.
All good so far.
Yeah. Well, I did try and make this tunnel tall enough on my return home. It's just I had to rush when I was running out of oxygen. So I may not have gotten it right the whole way.
Well, this doesn't look weird at all.
Driving along the cliff edge.
And this contraption looks like it escaped from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Did you notice the colours that I did to the lights?
Oh man, it's what, red and purple?
Yellow and purple.
Oh, that's a bit low.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Some of it is a bit low. At least once we get this piece out, this should be the tallest piece. So once we've got this out, we're good. Every other bit should be able to be relatively easily moved back and forth. A little steer to the left and everything would go horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, all the chocolate would spill out.
It's like a chocolate cement mixer. It's keeping the chocolate liquid.
It's going to be the world's biggest chocolate fondue fountain. It's going to propel us all the way to space.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of... Ooh.
It's a little tight there.
Oh. Ah. Yeah, the drills seem to be doing their job though.
Oh yeah. Then we have the fun of getting this onto the back of your truck. I might need to build a crane at that end too.
Well, I mean, if we pick it up and sort of lever it the right way, we shouldn't need to rotate it about too much.
I suppose if I adjust the crane that's on the rear of this and put a rotor just before the landing gear, it'll give us some ability to flip the thruster over. And there we go.
We're free!
Haha! My plan, it worked. So how is this attaching to it? Is it just going straight on the back of those tanks?
This rotor here, can we actually spin this thing on the crane?
That's the idea.
Alright.
Because if we weren't able to do that, the whole thing would just not work.
So it might be easiest to load it up from around this side?
Maybe you could get rid of your turrets for the time being, the ones on top, and we can get a piston and stuff to grab from your rotor, like from your rover. So I think that would probably be the most sensible way to do this, so it can kind of take over the grab from there. So I need to drive out and come back. You need a lot more pistons on the top bit. Like you need to contract that and put another one in there. Because you're at maximum extension right now. How are you going to use that? So you can leave this this piston rig in place for when we bring up the next one. Okay. You locked. Alrighty, detaching my vehicle. Detached. Clearing my vehicle. Oops, wrong cockpit.
On our way to huge explosions.
No, it'll be fine. Stop being so Mr. Negative Nancy.
Yeah. Is that a bit low?
Just bring it further in and we'll see. I think it kind of is. It's not... It's so far... Like, it was as close as I could get it to being square for you, but it's still quite a ways off being square. And I'm worried it may not actually be close enough to the other merge block. So it might have been good to have some lateral adjustment in your crane. I don't know how else we can...
That's right. If it doesn't work, we'll brute force it.
We've got yellow on the merge blocks. They're not going to be close enough to auto lock. I'm fairly confident of that. There you go. That's as far as you're going to go.
Okay.
So what's your plan, Stan? I might be able to get my crane in a position where I can kind of spin the whole thing a little bit. Shall I try?
Well, I'm just worried that when we disconnect the landing gear, it's just going to topple backwards.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting this thing in a position where hopefully I'll be able to use its crane to just do the last little adjustment we need. What do you mean?
Are you sure that way is the best approach and not from the side?
Yeah, because I want to be able to spin it.
Oh.
Oh, it's locked.
Ah!
Did that just lift both trucks?
Yes.
Wow.
Shall I detach the landing gear?
Yes. Detach the landing gear.
Oh.
You'll need to turn auto lock on it, off it as well.
Auto lock off. Unlocked?
Yep, it's unlocked. And we are actually like a little bit closer to correct now. Any bright ideas?
What if you actually like physically back the truck up a bit?
No dice?
No.
Is that better or worse than it was before?
It's close. If
Come
you could park it there, you might be able to just angle it in with the rotor.
Yeah, I was trying to before.
Yeah, but now it's might be slightly closer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hang on. Oh! Come on. Yes!
Aha!
We're there!
One shiny gold thruster.
Look at that. Oh yeah. We did it. It's amazing. Ridiculous contraptions. I'm not looking forward to getting the directional thrusters on. That's going to be all sorts of horrible.
Yeah.
Especially since you seem to think we're getting them up the top here.
Yeah. It shouldn't be too bad. The ones underneath will probably be the worst.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh,
Good.
we could lift the whole thing up on pistons, I guess.
Yeah, we could.
And we can use the trons to maneuver them into position.
Well, your one. Mine doesn't have a grabby.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can't believe you've gotten me calling landing gears grabbies. Well, Capac, I call that a success. That is a proper success. This thing is going to look amazing loosening itself up the hill too. That's two giant jets of hydrogen come out the rear and we basically just ramp off the top of Olympus Mons into space.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
I just know it's all going to go horribly.
Capac, stop.
Yeah.
Do this. Then do your thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes kind of sense.
It'll just give us that extra degree, that extra tiny bit of movement that we may need, and may save me from having to fiddle around using the little rover to get about. But that is all going to happen next time. So Capac and I are going to get all of
the other thruster.
Yeah, the other thruster, and then some more thrusters. And we're going to try and get this thing to be a flight-worthy spaceship. This is all that, and plenty more to come. And we will see you then.
See you later, everybody.